It's time for KOVC Sports.
And welcome on, everyone, into Charlie Brown Morning Baseball Field. Jerry Edwards with you today here on 1490 KOVC online at YouTube.com and on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Well, it's Senior Day today here at Charlie Brown. Not the last home game of the year, but we do have some seniors to celebrate. Three seniors on this roster, all of them in the starting lineup today, including Matthew Holm, who's making his first varsity start of the year. But we'll get to those starting lineups here in a little bit on our Sanford Health pregame show. Here for all, here for good. Valley City's just been a team that's been stuck in a bit of a rut, you'd say, and just trying to kind of fight your way out of it. And it's kind of where I said early on that you didn't take games early on kind of seriously because you really did just kind of want to let, I would say, almost everything come to you in a way, and that you were going to focus more on the results when when the weather warmed up. That being said, the weather hasn't warmed up at all. I think it's the best way to put that, but it is very interesting to see kind of just how everything is going to play out once postseason comes, because at some point the weather will break, and at some point we'll have normal playing conditions, and everyone's going to pretty much be playing in good baseball weather for the first time all year. I mean, right now we're playing in wind chill right around 28 degrees now for for winter weather. That's nothing, but for baseball weather, it's a lot of standing in baseball. It's a lot of inactivity. It's not like basket, or it's not like football when you're outside and you can move around a lot and stay warm. There's a lot of standing around. It's a lot of standing around in baseball, which means that your muscles don't quite have the same kind of snap, the reflex that you want out of them. And mistakes get more or less made when conditions are not ideal, which is, you can excuse some of the mistakes, but not all of them. Now, Valley City, for this game against Larimore, going to be sending out a pitcher that we've only seen sparingly a little bit here, and that's going to be Cole Bullinger. Bullinger's racked up a few appearances over on the JV team, but been used very limitedly in the varsity season. But he's getting a start today, and he'll also be getting some ABs in this one. But for Valley City, it's just kind of like you don't know really how to evaluate anybody right now. And that's the same for this year. That's the same for every team this year, is that you just really don't know how to evaluate them. Now, Valley City went up for a tough two-gamer. They played Thompson and Langdon. Those are two teams that are going to be fighting over state tournament appearances. They lost both those games. Both of them, though, very respectable and putting up good fights in both of those games. I think they lost by 2 in each game, but those are just two very good programs right there. And so losses to those teams, I don't think really, I don't want to say they don't mean anything, but when you have a 2-point loss against Thompson and Langdon, you know that you're on the right track. And sometimes, especially in baseball, when you have competitive losses, you can see the light sort of at the end of the tunnel. What Valley City really needs here is a good old 3-game winning streak, and they have an opportunity here. They have Larimore today. Larimore's kind of struggled a little bit. And then you have 2 region games. You have South Border, who beat you already once this year, but that was a game where you walked like 10 batters. And then you have Kidder County, a team that you just dominated the last time you played. Sometimes all you need is a couple of competitive losses against good teams to let you know that you can hang with those teams, and you just need a nice, well-timed 3-game win streak. And if they can get that 3-game win streak, well, that could start getting things going in the right direction. And just maybe the prophecy of you want to be playing your best baseball when the warm weather comes around will actually inspire some warm weather for once in a while. It's going to be a rather brisk couple days here at Charlie Brown today and tomorrow. Again, wind chill right around 28 degrees. We will talk about the starting lineups here when we come back. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Larimore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care. At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. Jerry Edwards with y'all here. Let's check out some of the starting lineups here for both teams here on our Sanford Health pregame show. Here for all, here for good. Starting off with the Larimore Polar Bears. Baron Burns leading off, and at shortstop, hitting second will be the center fielder Levi Warnke. Over at third base, batting third will be Case Knudsen. Catching and batting fourth will be Dylan Rethmeyer. Manny Gomez hitting fifth and at first base. Hitting sixth will be left fielder Logan Kylo. Over at second base, batting seventh will be Nick Pritchett. DHing today will be Braden Christensen. And rounding up the lineup is today's pitcher, Tatum Stark. On the defensive side, the last starter will be Ethan Vageline. Will be in right field. For Valley City, similar lineup as we've seen before. A few modifications for Senior Day. Corbin Powell catching today and leading off. Jack Samuelson hitting second. And at shortstop, at third base is Andrew Sikora in left field. In center field, batting fourth is Leighton Hendrickson. Chase Coughlin batting fifth. At second base, Matthew Holm getting the Senior Day start today. He'll be at right field. James Schwer will be hitting seventh. He'll be at first base. Luke Proska at third base. And Cole Bollinger, today's pitcher, rounds out the lineup for the Highliners. So those are the starters today for Valley City. Adam Shanenko likely to be first off the bench for a defensive replacement if needed. Also maybe first off the bench as a pinch hitter. But, of course, when you get an opportunity to get your seniors on the field, you get your seniors on the field. Corbin Powell and Jack Samuelson been an integral part of this Valley City baseball program the last few years. And it is truly, when I saw Corbin for the first time, it was when he was on the Babe Ruth team. And I traveled up there to the state tournament at the Park River, and he just, baseball, you get a lot of terminology, so to speak. But he just kind of had it. I know people sometimes hate this saying, but he had it. He just had it. And it's hard to describe what it is. It is the baseball version of je ne sais quoi. but he had it, and he's just been a very special player for Valley City. Jack Samuelson, I mean, the dude looks like a ball player. It's 6'5", 6'6", can hit the ball a country mile. Um, just, just absolutely gonna be ecstatic to watch him um, play over. I believe it is at Iowa Central the next year. Corbin Powell, of course, going to UMary. And Matthew Holm hasn't got a lot of playing time this year, but if there is one thing that we can talk about is that he actually made a very good read on a pass ball that when he was in the box for our last game here against Kidder County, he actually, when you don't get a lot of ABs, you want to really drive in runs, especially when you have an opportunity to drive in the winning run. And it is you're up 12 to 3, but still the winning run over on third base. But he decides to put, his own personal glory aside and lets a pitch go by that the catcher can't get to, and the run comes in to score on that, and Valley City beats Kidder County. So again, you're always happy to be able to get some players that don't get a lot of playing time, some playing time on senior day. So Matthew Holm taking the field right now for the senior day festivities. Three players for Valley City today: Corbin Powell, Jack Samuelson, and Matthew Holm. For Valley City, again, you kind of look at how the season is lining up right now. You have your senior day against Larimore. Now, again, you kind of look at the scouting report here for Larimore. It's like, okay, well, what do you got? Well, you got a 20-15 loss to open up the season against Mayport. That was on April 13th. And then you have 18-4 over Maple River. That's a win. And Nelson County Mid-Coda 6-5. And then you get to kind of their own region play, and that's when things have kind of turned sour on them, let's say. Is they had a 12-2 loss to Hillsborough Central Valley, and then a 22-4 loss to Hillsborough Central Valley, and they lost to Nelson County Mid-Coda by a score of 2-1, and that's their season so far. I will say this: Valley City has tried to play a lot of games this year, sometimes successful, sometimes not. Again, the weather this year has been rather uncooperative, but they've tried to play a lot of games this year. And again, when you look at the Thompson and Langdon games, those, yes, are two losses, but those are two of the better programs at this level. I can say that with a certainty. As somebody that was up in that region for many years, those are two programs that are very well coached. Specifically, Langdon. Langdon is probably, I would say, for my money, top three in the state in terms of small town baseball programs. In just terms of the talent they produce, in terms of the way they play baseball, in terms of the way they don't beat themselves. Being within 2 runs of Langdon is fine. That Thompson Thompson always seemingly has one kid that can absolutely go out there and deal. They always got a couple boppers in there. So you're never on the downside of playing close with Langdon Thompson. Of course, you'd like to win. That's the whole thing. Is that I can say this as a broadcaster perspective. The player perspective is that you want to win. And we talked about this earlier, is that the best thing Valley City could get right now is a nice and tidy 3-game win streak. You can take care of business against Larimore today, and then you line yourself up for a game against South Border. And I will say this: when kind of early on in the season, and this is of no fault to Valley City, this is just how they started, you kind of looked around and you kind of puffed out your chest a little bit after beating um, Larimore, is that you kind of puffed out your chest a little bit and like, all right, well, who's next? And, you kind of find out who's next very quickly in South Border, who beat you, who beat you 8-7. And then you're kind of like, oh, we walked 10 guys, no big deal. And then you get New Rockford Cheyenne, and you lose that one by a run because you commit like 5-7 errors, whatever it was. And that game against Larimore, that was just a game where just you have those games every once in a while where you just kind of go like, nothing is ever going to go right for us in this game. That's kind of what it felt like in Larimore. But again, Larimore also pitched their ace, and you didn't really get to the ace until the last kind of 2-3 innings of the game. If you look at kind of the losses for Valley City this year, 1 run on the road in South Border. 1 run against Rockford Cheyenne when you committed 7 errors. Usually when you commit 7 errors, you lose by double-digit runs. And then you have a 2-run loss to Langdon and a 2-run loss to Thompson. You've played respectable this year. Now, the problem is you have to start taking respectable performances and turning them into wins. And that's what it comes down to for Valley City, is taking respectable performances and turning them into wins. Take a look at the schedule remaining for Valley City. Larimore today, South Border tomorrow. It'll be Kidder County over on Thursday. And then you'll have Shiloh Christian over at Park River, and then Park River in Park River. Those both games will be on May 8th. And then you close out the season against New Rockford Cheyenne. Shiloh Christian, we all know the resources they have available to them, and Park River is probably also another one of those kind of small-town baseball programs where it is the sport in Park River. They've put up some good football teams over the previous few decades. They've had kind of a little turnaround in basketball as well. That is a community that takes baseball serious, and that's going to be another tough test for them. Again, Shiloh Christian is Shiloh Christian. If they don't have a good team one year, they'll pay to have a good team the next year. So Valley City and Larimore getting set for the opening pitch today here in Valley City. Thank you all for listening to our Sanford Health pregame show. Back here in a little bit with our opening pitch here on KOVC, over on newscolor.com, and over on KOVC Live.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Happy Mother's Day from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family vegetables, $1.99. Our Family butter, $2.99. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $5. And boneless beef ribeye steak, only $17.99 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City. Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
Why choose professional eye care centers 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Larimore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Welcome back, everyone, to Charlie Brown Memorial Baseball Field, getting set to start our top of the first inning here on KOVC. Larimore taking on Valley City. On the mound today for Valley City, going to be Cole Bullinger, and leading off for the Polar Bears will be shortstop Baron Burns. I've not seen much of Cole Bullinger really outside of some shortstop or some second base duties, filling in for when Jack Samuelson was over at a Business Leaders of America conference. First pitch by Bullinger in there for a strike. Bullinger's 6 foot, 160-pound junior. Starts him off with a strike. Bullinger will come set and deliver another one on the inside corner, called strike 2. Those are 2 very nice pitches. 2 fastballs on the inner half, and on a cold night tonight, like it is tonight, you're going to get a lot of hurt hands swinging at those. Bullinger tries to go off the corner there with the breaking ball, and I'll be taken by Burns for ball 1. So it'll be Burns, Warnke, and Knudsen to lead off the first frame. That'll be a ground ball. Gets by Proska. Samuelson knocks it down. That'll go in the books as a single. Slow chopper that Proska could not get to, so not hard contact, but good enough contact. And this will bring up Levi Warnke. So the opening man gets on with an infield single. So man on first base with no outs. Bullinger I'm set at the buckle. Well, now kick and fire. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. It'd be James Schwer over at first base. I believe this is the first time we've seen James over at first base this year. Mostly been used on the mound. He's familiar with that position, though. I'll be fouled away, and the count will be at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Warnke in center field today. Bullinger comes set at the buckle out of the stretch. He's a quick look home, a little slide step, another ground ball to third. And Proska kicks it off his glove, and this will roll back over towards him. It looks like Proska might have took that one up in the eye, and so it'll be E5 as Proska played that one off his hip. So Proska takes one off the eye and kind of pointing where's that shoulder home and where did it hit him. So if you're looking at the substitution that if Proska can't go, what might be made is that, again, Adam Shenenko on the bench right now, and that is exactly what's going to happen. So it looks like almost looks like he was trying to cover his ear. So that's what I was going to say, is that the substitution that's going to happen is James Schwer is going to go to third. Adam Shenenko goes to first. So Valley City giving up a run, giving up a hit, giving up an error, and now are down a veteran piece in Luke Proska. So we'll be back here after this break. It looks like they might be making the substitution quickly. So Valley City does make the substitution quickly. And excuse me, that's going to be Hudson Krewald. So it's going to be Krewald coming in for Luke Proska. So Krewald would be hitting 8th. So Hudson Krewald over at first base now. James Shore moves to third. That pitch will miss up in the zone. The count will go to 1-0. So Valley City trying to work around a little bit of an early jam, and now Bullinger missing up in the zone, and it's now 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes. Bullinger has gotten 2 ground balls, just has not been able to get any outs on him, and now throwing off speed pitch in there for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Got a feeling that a similar ground ball to Schwer might be enough to potentially get an out. This will be fouled away, and the count will be at 2-2. The hard part about pitching is that you can very easily make two very good pitches to get two weak ground balls, and you don't get the result. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That'll be a slapper down the first baseline, but it'll go foul. Count remains at 2-2. But for Bollinger, what you got to remember is that you've made 2 pitches that have gotten 2 choppers to third base. Just both of them just have found either a hole or just couldn't be fielded. That one a smidge low, and it'll be a full count at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 men on. LSU trying to not load the bases here early on. That'll dot the outside corner for a called strike 3. Knudsen acted like he was going to toss his bat, trying to either sell it or actually believing that was ball 4, and that was way too close to take. And this will bring up Dylan Rethmeyer. So Rethmeyer, first pitch to the catcher is going to be swung on and missed. Count will go to 0-1. So nothing but righties early on here for Larimore. Now next pitch, that's going to be fouled away. Yep, umpire puts the hands up, signals foul ball. Burns off and running when he saw the ball bounced away from Corbin. This is where you can be a little aggressive on your breaking ball, knowing that you can bounce this in the dirt and trust Corbin's going to keep it in front of him, and even if he doesn't, it squirts away. Batter cannot take off and go. On a drop third strike, considering it's only 1 away. That breaking ball will miss way off the plate, and the count will be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Grewald again coming in for an injured Luke Proska at first base, so James Schwer moved over to third. That pitch will miss inside, and the count goes to 2-2. As you just inning in, Proska took one off the side of his face on a bouncing ball. And Grewald will dot it up for a called strike 3. Corbin trying to throw it down to second base. Well, not a bad pick, actually, by the second baseman, Chase Coughlin. Kind of maybe save Corbin of an error, but you can't blame Corbin for actually trying to get the runner at first base, which is Burns. Burns is pretty much getting halfway down the line, and kind of surprised he hasn't left yet, considering that essentially the pitcher, Bollinger, isn't giving him much care over at second base. Gomez hits this one to shallow left field. High hop. Valley City is going to try to get this in, and it's an offline throw, so the Polar Bears will take a 1-0 lead. So Gomez wastes no time, swung at the first pitch he got, and will drive in the run. So Larimore takes the 1-0 lead. 2 hits and an error in the inning. This will bring up Logan Kylo. So Kylo trying to keep the 2-out rally alive. First pitch off the plate. 1-0. Talked about last time, what Valley City has to be able to do is stop the snowball innings. You're giving up 1 run, just leave it at 1 run. Can't let it become a 2, 3-run inning. Can't let it get out of hand to where you're playing catch-up the entire game. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down. Bollinger now comes set. Will look the man back at second base, kick and fire. And the breaking ball off the plate, and the count will be 2-1. Nick Pritchett, the second baseman, the next man on deck, followed up by Braden Christensen and Tatum Stark. So we've made it all the way down to the 6-hole hitter here in the first inning. That'll be a smidge low, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. And frigid temperatures out there today from a baseball perspective. Wind chill going to be down to 27. It's only going to get colder as the day goes on. It'll be fouled back into the screen. It's a full count now at 3-2. So we talked about this with Rothmeyer, which is that you could bounce the ball in the dirt and not worry about the batter taking off and running on you. Now you do with 2 outs. Does not matter if bases are occupied. In fact, this is a good opportunity to hit with the runners in motion. Gapper could score 2. And he hits this one to third. James Schwer picks up on a hop. Throw over to first. Going to be in time. Nice little stretch there put on by Krewald. So Valley City does a good job to limit the damage, but after one, it is going to be a 1-0 lead for Larimore. So we go to the bottom of the first inning with Valley City coming up for the first time today. It'll be Powell, Samuelson, and Sikora. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Happy Mother's Day from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family vegetables, $1.99. Our Family butter, $2.99. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $5. And boneless beef ribeye steak, only $17.99 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
So Corbin Powell set the lead off the bottom of the first for Valley City. Highlanders trailing on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, 1-0. 2 runs and an error. Last inning, Corbin will chop this one to third. Eats up the third baseman. It'll be right between his legs, and he'll have no chance. It was hit hard enough that a clean fielded ball would have been maybe enough to get Corbin on a good throw, so that'll be E5.
Number 11, Jack Samuelson.
So E5 to start things out. This will bring up Jack Samuelson. Well, looks like we're actually giving a hit on that one, so later. So that'll be a hit for Corbin, at least officially on the scoreboard. First pitch to Jack will be off the plate. Will be 1 ball, no strikes. Talking with some of the boys after the win against Kidder County, and they said the base running has been, I would say, a point of emphasis in terms of the aggression. And Samuelson hits this one to deep left center. That'll bounce. One hops off the wall. Corbin runs well. He'll break it around from first to home. Samuelson going for 3, and he'll be in there standing up with a triple. So Valley City only needs 2 batters to tie this game up at 1. Samuelson gave it a ride to left center right off the bat, and Corbin able to make it easy around the bags. This will bring up Andrew Sikora. I think this has been one of the more pleasant surprises of the season, has been Andrew Sikora. He's always taken good at-bats, but he's added, I would say, more line drive to his approach, which helps him. Again, he's not a player that's going to put up monster power numbers, but it's always somebody that manages to take a good AB most times. I'll run inside. Sikora just gets out of the way, and that'll move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Valley City's got the tying run at third. That'll miss off the plate, and the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike here to Andrew Sikora. Leighton Hendrickson, the next man up. Sikora will take inside and he'll go to 3-1. Tatum Stark, the man on the mound. Lefty. Very few lefties Valley City has faced this year. It's going to come set at the buckle. Next pitch to Sikora. That'll run inside for ball 4. So Valley City's left fielder draws the walk. That'll be Leighton Hendrickson coming up now, the center fielder. So Socorro was the subject of my conversation with the boys after Kidder County, talking about kind of his stolen bases that have gone up, and his average pretty much a stolen base, since that new Rockford game. And he has not been shy about getting aggressive on the base pass, and I'd say he looks a little bit more nimbler out there than he has before. Hendrickson scoots this one up the middle, and a nice little check swing will get through. Socorro trying to go first to third. This should open up the way for Layton to possibly get the second, but a bobble at short's going to force him to stay at first base. But Layton Hendrickson does his job, puts it in play, and that ball's knocked down. It was only going to be a fielder's choice. But as it stands right now, he picks up an RBI single, and Valley City picks up a 2-1 lead. So this will be Chase Coughlin coming up. So Valley City now in front 2-1, 3 hits and a walk. First pitch to Coughlin will miss, and the count will go to 1-0. Coughlin also somebody that's kind of started to take better plate appearances as the season has gone on. Next pitch here to Coughlin. Coughlin takes a big rip at that one, comes up empty. So Valley City, I believe, does have Adam Shenenko and Parker Rolsema to choose from on the bench today, as they need to sub out more hitters. Again, Hudson Krewald coming in to fill in for Luke Proska. Next pitch in there for a strike, and instead of going down to second, they go down to third. So Hendrickson does get himself to second base, and the count will be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch here to Coughlin. Will miss high, and it'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 men in scoring position for the Valley City second baseman. All he wants to be able to do here is just a slow roller to the right side at a bare minimum. And he'll drive this one to right center, so that might do even better. That'll drop in for a hit. Little bobble out there in right field will allow a second run to come in and score. So it'll be a single and an error in the outfield, and Valley City will drive in 2 runs. So that'll be a now 4-1 lead for Valley City. Chase Coughlin keeps the line moving with the RBI. And this will be Matthew Holm. Matthew Holm was at the plate for what was the game-winning sequence against Kidder County, where he ended up letting the ball get where he was in the box when a wild pitch happened and allowed Samuelson to come in and score that game-winning run. Now he'll drive this one to left center. It's going to hang up enough to be caught. That'll be the first out. Not a bad swing of the bat there by Holm. Just hung that one up a little bit. If he's able to kind of flatten it out a little bit more, drive it into the gap, that would have been a nice little swing. But Holm puts a halfway decent swing on it, but that'll be out number 1. This will bring up James Schwer. James Schwer started the game at first base, now at third. Hudson Krewald, the newly subbed in first baseman, going to be over in the on-deck circle, or I should say the on-deck trackway. Don't really have a circle here over at Charlie Brown. 1-0 pitch upcoming here. That'll run inside for ball 2. A little bit of a stammer step there by Coughlin. Didn't know if he was going to go to third or not. Ultimately retreats back to the bag. 2-0 count here to James. James probably had his best outing of the year against Kidder County in terms of control. Ooh, that's not going to be nice as Schwer fouls that one off his leg. And it'll roll all the way down over to Manny Gomez at first base. He'll throw it back over to Tatum Stark. It's amazing. You wear that leg guard, and it always hits the part of your body that isn't protected. And that'll go up to the back of the head, and, well, that part is protected. So Schwer draws the hit by pitch, and this will bring up Hudson Krewald. Krewald at first base. Cole Bollinger now in the on-deck circle, representing the bottom of the order. Yeah, so James Schwer wore that one in the back of the helmet. That pitch will be off the plate, and the count will be 1-0. Remember, got shown kind of how they used to play before batting helmets. They had those ear flap, kind of half a helmet, things you would just strap on with a little chin strap, almost like wrestling headgear. And I just like, you guys were crazy. It's like, so it's 2 balls, no strikes, and little discussion on the mound, and they were going to swap out the ball here. Field umpire did not like what he was seeing from that ball, apparently. 2-0 pitch right down the middle for called strike 1. So runners at second and first here for Valley City. That'll miss just high, and it'll be 3-1. So Valley City being patient early on here. They've drawn a walk already. And a little slap shot here. That'll go foul. Late off-balance swing there by Krewald. So full count for Krewald with 1 away. 2 men on. And he'll hit this one over to short. Picked up on a hop. They're going to go to short way to third, and that'll be out number 2. Now, that's the type of swing that would be a hit if the runner didn't have the audacity to be on second base. But because the runner had the audacity to be on second base, it's a fielder's choice and no hit. So the 6-5 fielder's choice will bring up Cole Bollinger. So Bollinger trying to go into business for himself here. That'll miss high. So 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs. That'll miss out of the zone. It'll be 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 away and 2 men on. Bollinger, rip at that one. He'll foul it back to the screen, and it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Corbin Powell in every catcher's favorite position on deck with 2 outs. So you got to wear the shin guards when you're warming up in the box or in the on-deck circle. Bollinger lets a curveball drop in, and the count goes 2-2. Throw back to second, and I think that caught everyone off guard. It caught the shortstop off guard. It caught the notable speedster James Schwer off guard. Don't think he's stolen bases since dirt was invented. That'll miss high, and the count goes to 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Now Bollinger, an opportunity to do some damage here with the runners in motion if he can find a gap to put it into. And Bollinger comes up empty on the swing. So Valley City strikes for 4 runs, sends 9 men to the plate. They'll take a 4-1 lead into the top of the second. We'll be back here after this break here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
So Valley City, a couple of defensive swaps here as Hudson Krewald will go from first base to left field, and Sikora will go from left field to first base. So that was kind of an interesting little thing, just, I guess, see what Hudson can do at first base. And I don't think there'd be a rule against swapping positions in the field in the middle of an inning, but that's going to be our kind of second defensive swap of the game. Trying to remember where this came from. I think it was New York Mets. So this is coming back to kind of weird defensive swaps. The New York Mets, David Wright was out. So all their third basemen got hurt, which means they took backup catcher Travis d'Arnaud and put him at third base. He had not played third base his entire life, but they needed someone to man there. What they actually did was they kept rotating him and Asdrubal Cabrera between second and third, depending on what side the hitter was from. So the fielding opportunities would be a little more favorable. That one's going to be a fly ball to center field. Layton's going to let it bounce in front of him, knocks it down, but that's going to be a single for Nick Pritchett. So for the second inning in a row, Larimore started off the inning with a leadoff single.
Designated hitter number 12, Braden Christensen.
And this will bring up Braden Christensen. Christensen will be followed up by Stark. So it was 7-8-9 set to do up, but with Pritchett getting on, that could make sure Larimore gets an opportunity with the top of the order. That one knocked foul, and the count will start here at 0-1. So underway here in the second inning, Valley City with that 4-1 lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Bollinger going to come set here, kick and fire. Now one in there for a called strike at the knees. Bollinger's been around the zone. He's been doing what you want him to do, which is attack and not get himself in bad situations. But Larimore's done a good job putting it in play. This will be a slow roller over to second. Throw to first will be in time. Coughlin thought about for a moment about flipping it to short, but ultimately took the surefire out at first base, so it'll be the 4-3 fielder's choice. And this will bring up Tatum Stark. So Stark allowed 4 runs in that first inning, and will be due to face the top of the Valley City order in the bottom of the second. And he'll foul this one away. So you got to give Larimore credit is that they're going up there swinging the bat, and they've made decent contact so far. No balls, 1 strike with 1 away. Zakora now at first base. Krewald and him swamped position, so first base to left field to first base. Good pitch there by Bollinger to dot the outside corner, and it'll be 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. Man at second base here. Bollinger comes set, looks back the man at second. Will kick and fire. This is going to be a late swing, so the count remains at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes as the runner over at second base, Pritchett, dancing around a little bit. Don't know if this would be the time to try to steal third base, especially with the open window to throw to. That'll be foul ball, and it remains at 1-2. Talking about the open window, that's a lefty standing in the box. So giving Corbin the easy throw down to third base. Righty, you got to go around him. Next pitch here by Bollinger, and he'll run that one up and inside. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Bollinger looking for that put-away stuff. Corbin setting up on the outside part of the plate. Just couldn't snatch that one back down, so it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 away and a man at second base. That'll be fouled away again, so Stark is doing what every pitcher hates the pitcher doing to them, which is just fouling everything away and not really putting a good swing on the ball. He's just kind of swinging late, and the ball is just so happening to make contact with the bat. And dots the outside corner there, backdoors him with the breaking ball for strike 3 looking. So this will bring up Baron Burns. Burns, infield single his first time up. He had a roller that split Samuelson and, at the time, Proska. So 2 down here with a runner at second. Top of the order now up for the Polar Bears. First pitch misses high, and it'll be 1 ball, no strikes. Warnke, the next man due up, he's the one that reached off the E5 that knocked Proska out of the game. 3 hits for the Polar Bears in this one so far. That'll miss. Oh, no, called strike there, and looked to be in at the shoot toss, but just stayed up high enough to get the bottom of the zone. It'll be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. No attention being paid to the runner at second, and that'll miss low. And the count goes to 2-1. So, talked also about this against Kidder County is the ability to finish innings for Valley City pitching and on defense. That's a nice front door breaking ball. as that was Burns who's given up on it right away, and that thing slowly tumbled back to the inside corner. Got to be careful with it. Burns stays back on that. That could go a long way to left field. Throws the breaking ball again. This will be flared out there to right field, and catch could not be made in right field. So this will bring in a run, and this will got the deficit in half. Holm giving it a try out in right field. Don't think he located the ball very well. So that'll fall in for a hit. That'll be hit number 4, and Burns now with the triple and the RBI. So this is bringing up Levi Warnke. First pitch here to Warnke. That shot back up the middle, and that'll make it a 1-run game. So, like we said, the ability to finish innings has not been a strong suit for Valley City this year. And they had them down to their last out in the inning with nobody across, and now 2 pitches later and 2 runs across, and now it is a 1-run game. So Larimore not going anywhere. That one misses low in the count. We'll start off here at 1-0. Also have to consider with Proska out of this game right now, it does also knock out a potential relief option for Valley City. That'll be swung on and missed, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll be shot down the right field line, but that's going to hook foul. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 away. Man at first base. Knudsen struck out in his first plate appearance. Kicks and fires and strikes him out again. So Valley City manages to hold the Polar Bears to 2 runs in the frame, but Larimore has now made it a 1-run game. So top of the order, 2 back up for Valley City, as we'll be back here after the break here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Larimore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
So Valley City set to come back up here to start this bottom of the second inning. It is a closer game than they probably liked. Again, having Larimore down to 2 outs with nobody across here, and that's top of the second, and just back-to-back hits makes it a 1-run game instead of getting back to the top of the order with the 3-run advantage. So pressure here on the top of the order to come through to try to rebuild that advantage. Powell and Samuelson started out the top of the first with a bang, a single and a triple to tie the game. First pitch will miss out of the zone. The count will be 1-0. Got to talk to Corbin a little bit after the Kidder County game. He swung at, I think, every first pitch against the Kidder County Wolves, and I jokingly asked him, was he on some type of one-pitch only challenge? And he said, well, I struck out against Larimore and I just wasn't going to let that happen again. So he made a resolution to swing at every pitch. Now Corbin swings that one deep to left center. It's still going back, and that'll hop off the fence. Corbin's got a chance at 3. He's got to move. And a one hop there to the cutoff man, and Corbin's in standing up. So Corbin with the second triple of the day for Valley City. Center fielder kept tracking back and back, and just it looked like that Warnke was surprised that ball had that much juice to it. So Valley City gets Corbin over to third base with a rip, and maybe in warmer conditions that ball gets out of here, but it's cold right now, which means the bats aren't going to be as alive, and this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Samuelson takes that one off the plate, and the count will start here at 1-0. So Samuelson drove in Powell the first inning with a triple. See if he's willing to settle for a single here. So both of the top two seniors for Valley City will have the same hit total through 2. That'll be inside, and the count will go to 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes here to Jack Samuelson. And if you're wondering if Samuelson has the green light, he does, but he's not going to swing at that one. And then it goes a 4-pitch walk to Samuelson. So this will bring up Andrew Sikora. Sikora drew what is now the first walk of the game for Valley City. It was the only walk up to that last pitch. This will bring up Sikora, followed up by Leighton Hendrickson. Interesting to see they put Samuelson in motion. They don't put him up in the first pitch, and that'll run inside and hit Andrews, so that'll be on base with hit by pitch. I've actually wondered if they might think about putting Andrew Sikora in the leadoff spot. Again, the reason why they put Corbin up there is they want to give him as many ABs as possible, and of course you're at the top, you're going to lead the team in ABs. But so Andrew does a good job getting on base and puts it in play and doesn't strike out a lot. So if you're looking at like who could potentially fill in for a leadoff spot if needed, I think probably second in line would be Andrew Sikora. Bases loaded for Valley City with nobody away. It'll be Leighton Hendrickson. Hendrickson takes that one off the plate, and the count goes to 2-0. Chase Coughlin, the next man due up. 2 balls, no strikes. Leighton shoots this one out the middle, and it's caught. Double play opportunity, and they say they got him at third base. And those are the type of plays that can absolutely turn around a game, is that Leighton just lined out to the pitcher, and everyone took off on contact thinking it was going to get through, no one paying attention. And that is just the way to frustratingly end a productive situation, a potentially productive situation, in just agony. So this will bring up Chase Coughlin. So Coughlin, RBI single his first time up, dropped it out in the left field. Can't come up that time, and it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike, I believe. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 away after the line-out double play. Potentially game-changing play there for the Polar Bears. And that'll be swung on and missed, so it was 0-2. My bad. So that is about as harsh a way to end what looked like it was going to be a great inning for Valley City. They get nothing out of it after a line-out double play and a strikeout. So at the end of 2, Valley City's got a 4-3 lead, but they feel like they should probably have a multiple-run lead. We'll be back here after the break here on KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Happy Mother's Day from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family vegetables, $1.99. Our Family butter, $2.99. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $5. And boneless beef ribeye steak, only $17.99 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Top of the third, set to begin here on KOVC. Valley City up 4-3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, but how this game's gone, they certainly feel like they should be up by more. Samuelson charges in on a roller to short, can't make the play. Second error of the game for Valley City. So E6 will bring up Manny Gomez. Gomez, his first time up, hopped all over a first pitch fastball and drove it out into the outfield for the RBI single. That gave the Polar Bears their only lead of the game. But this is just, I mean, it's a roller. You got to have it. Right now, this is the point where if you're just Valley City, you're kind of just looking at this being like, how is this game close? It's close because you're allowing it to be close. Bollinger misses off the plate, so the count will start off here at 1-0. It'll be Logan Kylo and Nick Pritchett. Also, got to give credit to Larimore. They're putting the ball in play. Sometimes forcing a team to play baseball is the best thing you can do. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch here as Bollinger now looks in and deals. That'll be swung on and missed by Gomez, and the count will be 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike as Valley City could really use a double play ball right now. Got to be able to field it, though. I'll be low and outside. And that's a 3-1 count. So Gomez, 1 of 5 hits today for Larimore through 2 innings. That'll be a ground ball to third. High hop for Schwer. Throw to second in time. Throw to first in time. So Valley City gets what they desperately need, a 5-4-3 double play. Schwer did a good job letting the ball come to him. And just gets it over to second on a good throw. And sure, you get the lead runner. And then nice turn there by Conklin at first base. It's a good job by Schwer to be patient. Is that nobody knows slow runners quite like slow runners. And you know the catcher and the first baseman generally are not the speedsters on the team. 1 ball, no strikes. Really, when you fill out the application to be I want to be a catcher, it is speed optional. The fact Corbin has the speed he does is a trait that every catcher wishes they had, but just acknowledges they'll never have it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Logan Kylo. Kylo grounded out to third base to end the first inning. 1-1 pitch, slow curve ball. That's going to be a diving pickup there by Samuelson. Throw across his body. He's just going to roll across. Doesn't get anything on the throw. Does a good job to get his glove on it, though, but that'll be a single. So the double play, able to clear the bases and prevent maybe a run from coming in to score. Never know on a slow roller like that. So that'll be the 6th hit for the Polar Bears today, as certainly the cool temperatures, on that one has not cooled off the offense. That'll be a, that looked like a good pitch, but doesn't get the call. Pritchett singled in his first plate appearance. Came around to score in the second inning. That'll miss low, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. So it's Pritchett up now. Christensen in the on-deck spot. 2-0 pitch. That'll be popped straight up into the air as second baseman Coughlin trying to find it. Moves underneath of it and will make the catch. So Coughlin able to bring that one in. So the pop out to second base will end our top of the third inning. Valley City coming up here, trying to recover after what was a devastating end to that second inning. Back here after this break on KOVC.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
This will bring up Matthew Holm to lead off this bottom of the third inning. Valley City had something cooking in the bottom of the second, and bases loaded, no outs, and then line out double play from Leighton Hendrickson, and then a strikeout by the next batter, Coughlin, to end it. And that's how you turn bases loaded, no outs into 3 outs, no runs. And good job here by Holm. Take a couple pitches off the plate to get it to a 2-0 count. Holm had a good swing his first time up, just flew it out to left field. Try to straighten that swing out. Now he tries to drive this the other way, but got off the end of the bat there, and that'll be 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike, so it'll be Holm, Schwer, and Krewald. So 6, 7, 8 due up for Valley City. And this is going to be a little flare to center field. Nope, shallow center, and that's going to be more to shortstop. My sight going bad on me already. So that's going to be a pop out to short. And this will bring up Schwer. Schwer was hit by a pitch his first time up. So Schwer, somebody that can, if he can get it going offensively, that's gonna drastically help Valley City's chance of making that deep run in the tournament. And then we're a strike, and the count will go to 0-1. He's got the ability to drive the ball out there. He's just got to kind of consistently figure out how to put bat on ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 away. And it's still going to be Krewald out there for Valley City in the on-deck circle. Again, Rolsema and Shenenko are available if needed. Schwer hits this one on a line to third. It's not caught. Schwer's running down to first. Beats the throw. That is just going to be one that's just hit off a centimeter off the deck. And they're going to call that one E5, which, did it right out of the glove? Yes. Was it also like barely a foot above the ground? Also yes. So I know Schwer would have liked that to be a hit, but don't get mad at me, James. Get mad at the scorekeepers. This will be a line drive, and it's not caught. That'll be E6, so Valley City gets a little bit of friendly bounces there off a couple of sharply hit balls. So this will bring up Cole Bollinger. And I hate bunting with 1 out. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. However, you have someone in Bollinger who doesn't hit a lot, and you have a chance to put 2 guys in the scoring position. I wouldn't be surprised if you lay down a bunt here. 1 ball and no strikes. And this is coming from someone who kind of made his living in the box off playing small ball. But I rarely like bunting with 1 out. But I could see the value in bunting here. Because, again, you get those 2 guys in the scoring position. And Corbin Powell, he just laced the ball twice. That'll be fouled away. Gomez giving pursuit, and that'll bounce into the Polar Bear dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 away. So Bollinger struck out to end the first inning. Now trying to find a way to come through here. Try to be able to either drive in a run or advance them up 90 feet each. And he'll hit this one back to the mound. They'll only place going to be at first base, and Gomez will get it. So that AB accomplishes the similar objective as a bunt. It moves both guys into scoring position, and it doesn't end the inning. So the 1-3 put out will bring up Corbin Powell. So Corbin Powell, there's one thing that he doesn't get a lot of chances to do. It's sometimes drive-in runs, just kind of the burden of being the leadoff guy is that you don't get a lot of RBI chances sometimes. That's probably the best pitch, though, that Stark's thrown in this one. That's a two-seamer that had some nice arm side run to it and just ran away from the barrel of Powell. So 1 ball or a 0-1 count here, and Corbin now down in the count 0-2. So Valley City has who they want up at the plate, but right now Stark has executed with 2 good pitches. 0-2 pitch. Powell gets aggressive at that one and swung at one off the plate. Usually your leadoff man is someone that, maybe takes walks every now and again. Powell will take a walk, but again, he is very much a hitter that wants to go up there and drive the ball. Who gets locked up on that one? Doesn't get the call, and they're going to call a balk. So a balk is going to bring in Schwer. So Valley City gets a balk call. They're going to say that Stark did not come completely set, so part of the pressure's off Powell as 1 run comes in to score. And now this will get away from the catcher, and that'll bring in 2 runs. And so Powell, on one hand, is probably relieved that the pressure's off of him with an 0-2 count because the 2 runs coming to score. On the other hand, he's like, well, that was my chance to get 2 RBIs, and now I got none. Might lose one over the fence, though, on a good swing. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be off the plate, and it's going to be a full count at 3-2. Well, if Corbin wants a chance to have a senior day cycle, probably needs to find a way to hit a ball over the fence or in the gap right now. He'll drive that one into the screen, and it'll be a full count still at 3-2. He's got a single and a triple. So, Valley City now has doubled up Larimore with 2 runs. That'll miss just off the plate, so Corbin, after kind of taking a wild chase at a pitch on an 0-2, settled in and took a couple of close ones to draw the walk. So Corbin's been on base all 3 times today, and this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Samuelson walked his last plate appearance. You would expect Corbin to be taken off here within the first 2 pitches to try to get over to second base to give Jack a chance to drive him in. Pitcher knows this as well, so he'll throw a pickoff over to first base. That is something Corbin's going to have to be cautious of, is knowing when the pitcher's going home versus when he's going to go to first. Corbin takes off and runs. And that one's going to get away into the outfield, so Corbin's going to pick up a stolen base, and that's going to be E2, so Corbin is going to get himself over to third base. Scoring position, but third base is always lovely because you can actually, as a hitter, focus on just hitting the ball hard and knowing the runner's getting in regardless. Samuelson takes a rip at that one. The count will go here to 1 ball, 1 strike. So where nothing is worse as a hitter than just absolutely scorching the ball off the bat and then immediately seeing that the runner can't come in because you hit it too hard. That'll miss high, and the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Jack Samuelson. And now courtesy runner coming in to get Corbin ready. You don't need speed to score from third base with 2 outs.
Courtesy run third baseman, number 5, Brody Mueller.
So this will bring in Brody Mueller to courtesy run. That'll miss, and the count goes to 3-1. Seth Soderholm was pointing up at the board. Samuelson skies this one into the overcast sky, but that's going to get foul. So I believe it should be a full count here at 3-2. Yep, full count, 3-2 for Jack. Sikora in the on-deck circle. He's walked and has been hit by pitch. Full count pitch. Samuelson chops this one foul. Seth Soderholm tries to make a play, then remembers he has work tomorrow and pulls that hand back. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea, man, to try to make the pick one-handed, barehanded, try to show off for the boys, and then you realize you wear that one off the finger, you got to wear casting into work tomorrow. Samuelson, a little flare into left field, and that'll get through the gap for a single, and Samuelson drives in his second run of the day.
Now batting left fielder, number 7.
So Samuelson, a pair of RBIs today, and Valley City now back in front. Their largest margin of the day, which is 4 runs. So Stark trying to get out of it. Samuelson running on the first pitch, and Sikora gets hit in the helmet. And Sikora is one of the most even-keeled guys on the team. That's about as perturbed as I've seen him, where he just flips that bat to first base. No one likes getting hit in the helmet, except guys that are, well, you would know who likes to get hit in the helmet. Well, that's Sikora. Good OBP day for him. He's on base 3 times without affecting the batting average. 2 hit by pitches and a walk. And this will bring up Layton Hendrickson, who's probably been foaming at the mouth since the bottom of the 2nd inning. Guys get upset when it's bases loaded, no outs, and they hit a sac fly to drive in a run. It was like, guys go nuclear if you hit a ball right on the screws and it's a line drive double play. Now we're having a prolonged mound visit. Usually there are different types of mound visits. This one is we are just buying time here, or this is the, well, as my mom would call it, a come to Jesus meeting on the mound. And it looked like to be a come to Jesus. There was a lot of pointing going on. There's a lot of pointing going on, and there's also a lot of ball players being like, Coach, it's 25-degree wind chill. Can we go back to playing? I really don't like standing around in this longer than I have to. So 2 men on for Valley City with 2 down. Layton Hendrickson hit the ball hard twice. One time it was a single, one time it was a flare-out. Hendrickson hits this one to right, and that'll be caught. So Hendrickson gives it a decent ride, but too far underneath of it, and that'll bring a end to the 3rd inning. So Valley City pushes across 3 runs. They now lead 7-3 as we go to our top of the 4th inning. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Larimore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Cole Bollinger out there for another inning of work. This will be swung on and missed. The count start here at 0-1. Got to say, Bollinger is kind of just doing the best, I would say, Adam Shenenko impersonation right now, is that he's throwing strikes. And that's kind of what you want sometimes, just someone to go out there and throw you strikes. This will be Braden Christensen coming up as he bounced into a ground out, his first time up. Count now even up at a ball and a strike. That'll miss low, and the count will go to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike here to the DH for Larimore. So it's 8-9-1 due up. Christensen, Stark, and then Burns. That'll be chopped at late, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Bollinger coming set at the buckle. Now looks in at the target. Will kick and fire. And that'll be swung on and missed. So Bollinger picks up. Check him out here. That'll be his 4th strikeout of the day. Excuse me, 5. 5 strikeouts today for Cole Bollinger. So decent amount of punch-outs for the young man, averaging more than 1 per inning. This will bring up Tatum Stark. He struck out in his first plate appearance. That'll be swung on a miss. So Bollinger, again, talking about, saying the Adam Shenango impersonation. Shenango's always someone never going to beat you with stuff alone, but he does throw it in the zone. Which on a cold day like this is just what you want. This will be a little doink shot up high and right to the pitcher, and Bollinger brings it in for the 2nd out. So this will bring up Baron Burns. Burns 2 for 2 today. He's got a single and a RBI triple. That triple was just out of the reach of the glove of Matthew Holm, and it snuck underneath his glove. Got through clean for that 3-bagger. So Burns trying to keep this one alive. That'll be a late swing by him, and it'll be 0-1. Sometimes that's all you need, is that if you got an opponent that you feel like that you don't necessarily need an ace pitching performance to beat, sometimes just having somebody go out there and just give you 5 innings of throwing strikes is enough. This one hit into shallow center field. Hendrickson moving over. He'll be underneath it and make the catch, and that is a much-needed 1-2-3 inning for Cole Bollinger. So, no hits for the Polar Bears, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Valley City leading 7-3. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Happy Mother's Day from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family vegetables, $1.99. Our Family butter, $2.99. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $5. And boneless beef ribeye steak, only $17.99 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Valley City with a 7-3 lead, as we'll get a new pitcher in for the Polar Bears in this one. So we can't get a number on that one. So that is going to close the book on the starter, Stark. So this will bring up Chase Coughlin. Coughlin had a nice little double play turn earlier on in the game. Kind of helped Valley City, I would say, just stay kind of in control of the game. First pitch to Coughlin will miss out of the zone. So the count will start up here at 1-0. So I believe this is Braden Christensen on the mound. This will be shot up the middle. Slow roller. Coughlin runs well. Throw to first is in time. Got him by a step. Slow rollers, shortstop didn't charge in on it, which gave Coughlin the only chance to beat that out. But decent throw over from the shortstop Burns. Good stretch by Gomez, and that'll be out number 1. This will be Matthew Holm coming up. Holm fly out to left and a pop out to short on his docket today on Senior Day. 1-0 pitch here to Holm. So it'll be Holm and Schwer, the next two due up for the Highliners. Both teams with 6 hits in this game. Both teams with 2 errors. Valley City, though, the team that's leading 7-3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Count now even up at a ball and a strike. Next pitch here to Holm will be off the plate for ball 2. Schwer, who's the man on deck, has reached base both times today, hit by pitch in an E5. Well, Holm gave a check swing at it unintentionally. The ball was up and at him, and they're going to say he didn't go around. He didn't go around, but always gives manager a little bit of heart attack. You're trying to get out of the way and you throw the bat towards the plate. Holm going to hit a chopper. Burns comes in and play it. Holm running down to first, but he's not going to beat it. So a couple of 6-3 putouts. So Christensen, good start on the mound for him as he takes over at the pitching position.
Now batting for the Highlanders. Number 12.
This will bring up James Schwer. So Schwer trying to keep the inning alive long enough. To maybe add on some damage here. Schwer takes a slow little slider in there for a strike, and the count will go to 0-1. So both teams have thrown up zeros in this game. Larimore looking for their second 0 thrown up. Valley City's blanked the Polar Bears in the last 2 frames. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 away. That'll be in there for a called strike 2. So Schwer now down in the count at 1-2. Trying to come through here, pick up his first hit of the day. So the 1-2 pitch here to Schwer will be high and off the zone. It'll be 2-2. Well, Schwer, that E5, in my opinion, very easily could have been ruled a hit. It was a scorcher low to the ground that the third baseman couldn't control. That'll be low and away. Full count at 3-2. Out of the way for James at this point. It's just all about putting the process into play and just having good at-bats. Worked one here. It's going to be a full count. Late swing there by Schwer. 3-2. Sometimes when you're going through offensive struggles, that's where the toughest part is when you get into situations where when you're going good, you'll swing at it easy and you'll just drive the ball away, but you can't sometimes overthink things a little bit and don't let the hands go, which means you're hitting late. And that's a late one right there, and he flares up to Gomez. That was a good pitch to hit. Just you can kind of see like the hesitancy of, do I want this, do I want it? Then by the time you swing, you're late on and you foul it out. So Schwer works a full count, but can't do anything else. Pop out to third or the first will end the 4th inning. So a quick 1-2-3 for both sides in the 4th inning. We'll be back here after this break on KOVC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Larimore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
So we're back here to start our top of the 5th inning. Valley City with the 7-3 lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Valley City has wrestled back control of this game with a couple of scoreless frames. Bollinger trying to make it 3 in a row. Out there for his 5th inning of work. This will be Levi Warnke coming up. Warnke, RBI single his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Reached his first time off an E5. That'll be swung on and missed. So Bollinger's actually got some good zip to the fastballs accounts here at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and it'll be Case Knudsen on deck, followed up by Dylan Rothmeyer. So it'll be 2-3-4 this inning. Low, and that'll move the count to 2-1. So this is just where, again, what Bollinger has done well is he's attacked the zone. It's led to a lot of hits, but it also hasn't resulted in a lot of free passes. But he is down in the count now, 3-1 after spiking that breaking ball. So I said it in the last inning, is sometimes you don't need ace-like performances to win against teams you feel like you can just kind of out-muscle. 5 innings of solid baseball will do the trick most times, but then you got to get through those 5 innings. And can't get the call there, so that'll be a walk to start things off. So this will bring up Case Knudsen. Knudsen trying to avoid the hat trick here. He is 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. So I believe in 3 of the 5 innings in this game, Larimore has gotten the leadoff man on, and in the previous 2 innings where they got the leadoff man on, Valley City surrendered runs. So Bollinger fires one in for a called strike to the third baseman for strike 1. 0-1 count here. Small lead over at first base, all things considered. I'll run inside, and the count goes to 1-1. So Bollinger, again, has attacked the zone well, but he's got to continue to attack the zone. Last thing you want to do is allow Larimore to get in by keeping the bat on their shoulder. And he's now put him at a 2-1 count here as he's starting to miss a little low and inside. 2-1 pitch. And they get a call that they desperately need on the outside part of the plate. Looks like Corbin might have stolen one right there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first base with nobody away here in the top of the 5th. Slow slider, that's going to be laced out in the center field. Hendrickson charges in on it, keep it in front of him. So it's a single for Knudsen, his first hit of the day, and this will bring up the catcher, Dylan Rothmeyer. No movement so far from the Valley City dugout. Rothmeyer, strikeout and reached off an error his last time up. Now, Valley City was able to essentially turn 2 to kind of keep the game in control. But now you got the idea it might be teetering out of control. And this will be a doinker, and that'll get down. Coughlin able to get to it, throws it to second. Now there's going to be a no throw, and Coughlin just cost Valley City a run there by throwing it to second base. There's no play there, and just it goes down as a single, and that's just a hard one to take. And you kind of look at this if you're Bollinger, you just kind of look at it. Some of the hits you give up have just been kind of, some of them have been hard, some of them have been like that. Either way, though, now the tying run's at the plate. Gomez grounded into a double play his last time up to kind of let Valley City off the hook, and they would like to see that again. First pitch here to Gomez, in there for a strike, and the count's at 0-1. You got to give the Polar Bears credit. They have come here to swing the bat, and they've put pressure on Valley City. Highlanders are not running away with this game. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. Nick Pritchett, the next man due up. Or excuse me, Logan Kylo's the next man up. 0-2 count. Oh, gets the strike 3 call, and Gomez not a fan of that one. So this will be Kylo coming up. Grounded out to third and is singled. Thing is that it hasn't really just been one player that's gotten the hits for the Polar Bears today. It's one thing if it's just like 1-2 that's doing all the damage. I mean, it's been spread out production today from Larimore, which makes it a harder thing to pitch to because you can work around one spot in the lineup. You can't work around 3 to 4. 1-0 count here to the left fielder. Gallo takes a rip at that one, comes up empty. 1 ball, 1 strike. The runner over at second base. And Knudsen is getting quite the sizable secondary lead. Corbin did snap a throw down to second earlier in this game. This one popped into the air. Corbin trying to find it. Looks like he's got an easy read on it, and that'll be out number 2.
Next up for the Polar Bears, number 21, Nick Pritchett.
And that'll be Nick Pritchett coming up, and those are the fly balls catchers like. And it wasn't high up in the air, but catchers actually probably don't like the high pop-up. High pop-up requires a lot of tracking. That one, when it's just slightly over the top of the netting or catch fence, whatever, and you can just toss your mask aside and just move underneath of it. There's no tracking involved. You can just walk forward. Those are the ones that you love having. You don't get them often, but when you do, you got to make the catch. This one shot up the middle, and that'll be knocked down by Coughlin. Throw to first in time. Good job to stick with it. So ends up making the play. A bit of a bobble there, but again, Coughlin stays with it, and give credit to Valley City there. The Polar Bears started off the frame, getting the first 3 men on base, and Valley City able to prevent the inning from snowballing away from them. It's 8-9-1 due up for Valley City, so seeing at the bottom part of the order can set up the red-hot top. So Valley City leads Larimore by a score of 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Keep it here on KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
Back here as we get set to start our bottom of the 5th. Larimore has hung around in this game. Again, they've had a couple of lopsided losses, but they've done just enough to hang around. Again, sometimes you get a team that just, for whatever reason, will be an underdog and they don't want to swing the bat. They'll just come out there and hope stuff gets handed to them. That has not been Larimore today. They've put the ball in play, and they've racked up 8 hits. So this will bring up Hudson Krewald.
Number 3, Hudson Krewald.
Krewald has reached off an E6 and has hit into a fielder's choice. First pitch misses, and the count will go to 1-0. And Christensen now on the mound, filling in for Tatum Stark. Stark pitched the first 3 innings of this game, allowed all 7 runs. And this will be a good-looking swing, and that'll fall down for a single. Krewald might think about trying to go for 2 here, but he takes a big round, and he'll just stick at first base. Good swing there by Krewald. Just drove that one out in the left field, and this will bring up Cole Bollinger. Bollinger has given Valley City, I would say, 5 very solid innings of work. Has thrown strikes. Had a couple of kind of errors and little doink hits that have kind of inflated the runs a little bit, but overall, he's done a good job. And what I think is his first varsity start now. Showed bunt, pulls it back, and this will get Krewald over to second base on a wild pitch. So Valley City showed bunt, and now you got to expect Bollinger still going to show bunt here, trying to get him over to third base as Valley City essentially just tries to match Larimore here. And he takes a rip at that one, surprised at that. So they were just trying to get Krewald in the scoring position with the wild pitch. He's already there. Valley City had a chance to get him in. Had a chance to have Bollinger bunt with 1 out the last time he was up. Now he hits this one up into the air. Shortstop came charging in. He'll track back to get underneath of it for out number 1. So this will bring up Corbin.
Catcher, leadoff, number 13, Corbin Powell.
Corbin Powell single in his first AB. Came around to score on a Jack Samuelson triple and said that looked like so much fun. I want to do it myself, and he hit one all the way into the gap in left center for his triple. Walked his last plate appearance, so 2 for 2 today. Looking for an RBI. He was up last time with a chance to drive in a couple of runs, but then a couple wild pitches allowed Valley City, or a balk and a wild pitch, I should say, allowed Valley City to push across those 2 runs. Now Corbin hits this one deep to left field. That's back to the track, and it's off the fence. Valley City had the tag up on the play, so they might not get a run in. They're going to try to wave Krewald around third. Throw to the plate is not in time, so Krewald comes in to score. So Corbin with a double. Now just a home run shy of the cycle. So RBI for Corbin Powell. And this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Yeah, for Corbin on that one, she just drove it out there. I guarantee you right now, folks, we are actually playing in what I've been promised actually exists, spring. That is a little bit warmer, maybe 60 degrees. That ball's out of here by plenty. But into the cold air, and the bat doesn't really have that much zing to it anymore. Driving it off the fence is quite impressive. Now Samuelson hits this one off the hand. He's hoping this gets foul enough, and it will. Gomez, along with the catcher Rothmeyer, in hot pursuit, but they couldn't get to it. So it's no balls and a strike. So Valley City's Big 2 at the top has done a tremendous job of producing runs. They've driven in four of the 8 runs today for Valley City. So no balls, 1 strike with 1 away and a man at second base. Next pitch to Jack, and he crushes this one to shallow center. High into the air, and that's going to get down. Samuelson will have a double, maybe 3. He's digging for 3. Those long legs kicking up dust as he goes to third. Second triple of the day for Jack Samuelson. And drives in Corbin. So that's the 3rd RBI of the day for Jack Samuelson. And that one was just hit so high into the air, and Larimore was playing dead pull to the left field side where the center fielder was. It was a long run, and he couldn't get to it. So that'll be a 9-4 lead. Jack Samuelson, he is faster, I would say, going around. There's a time, when you go first to home. It's a drill that you do. Sometimes you do a 60-yard dash. Jack Samuelson is someone that probably won't have blazing numbers from home to first, but his time probably from first to second and second to third are probably tremendous with those long just strides. And again, being the one that was the short, unathletic one behind the plate, I just look at that, I'm like, man, that looks so much fun. Being able to run and just not being exhausted. Sikora cranks this one to right field, and that'll drop for a hit. Now he's trying to get 2. Sikora showing off the wheels. He'll get 2. Now that one into left field, and he read it great. He'll be over at third base, so a throwing error will allow Sikora to move up to third. But that's a clean double. So Sikora came up with bad intentions, and, well, you kind of do that after you get hit in the head twice. Well, no, I take it back. He got hit in the arm, and then he got hit in the head. So Andrew Sikora with his first RBI of the day, and this will bring up Leighton Hendrickson. Hendrickson has hit the ball well 3 times today. Single, a line out, and a fly out to right. So Leighton trying to push across Valley City's 4th run of the inning. That'll miss high, and the count will be here at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away, man at third base. Top of the order, doing top of the order things. Leighton, patient on that one, and the count goes to 2-0. Chase Conklin, the man behind him. So 2 balls, no strikes as Valley City has jumped all over Christensen in this frame. And now Leighton let that one get on the hands. Not an easy play. That'll drop foul. Probably like to see Leighton get out of the box on that one. He recognized that it was foul. Problem is that this is still baseball, and that ball does weird things. So even it might have English going to one way, it could hit something and go the other, and it was decently close to the line. So I'd like to see him get out of the box on that one just to avoid something weird happening and give up an out. little bit late on that one, and that should be behind the press box there, and the count will go to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Layton trying to drive in his second run of the day. And he'll hit this one to left center. Decent strike. If it's caught, should be enough, and it won't be caught, so Layton has a single. So Layton Hendrickson drives in his second run of the day, and Valley City now will take a 11-4 lead. So Layton has made good contact today on all 4 of his swings. This will bring up Chase Coughlin. Coughlin, single that drove in 2 runs his first plate appearance, has struck out and has grounded out to short his last 2 times up. Layton taking a couple of jumps. He's going over to second. Throw off the glove, and that'll be into center field, but Layton gets the stolen base and will choose just to stay at second, so the count will start off here at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here to the Valley City second baseman, Matthew Holm. If ever there was a guy that you'd like to see be able to have an RBI opportunity on senior day, it'd be him. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Coughlin looking for his 3rd RBI. Takes a rip at that one. Comes up empty. That one got inside on Coughlin. Tried to keep the hands in and just pull it down the line, but could not get the barrel to it. So 11-4 here as Valley City has opened up the floodgates a little bit in this inning. Coughlin shoots this one to left field. Will that hang up enough? No, it won't. Good read by Layton, and they're going to put the stop sign up. It's a really good read by Layton on that play. That one scorched really hard, and essentially Layton knows that if he just stays at second base and waits for it to drop, he's not going to make it over to third. So he's got to not get halfway, because halfway is too far because we'll get doubled off. So he's got to get a small lead and pretty much make the recognition when that ball is going to drop, and does a good job to get the read on it, get over to third. A more dire situation, you might send him around third in that case, but overall just move him station to station. Now Valley City will get home here as they try the old cut play as Hendrickson comes in to score. The cut play is you got guys at the corners, and the guy at first steals second, so you throw the cut to short or second, whichever one's cutting in, and that's a way to try to get someone out at the plate. Layton was taken off and running shortstop, and Burns just bobbled the ball, and that'll give Valley City a 8-run lead. So technically, Holm is representing the winning run with 1 away. That'll be up and inside, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. James Schwer, the next man due up. Next pitch here to Holm. That'll be up and inside, and it goes to 2-1. Holm has, well, he's made decent contact his first time out. That was a fly out the left field. He's gotten underneath one, popped out to short, and grounded out to short his last 2 times up. Well, he's worked a good AB here, and the count now goes to 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. James Schwer be looking for his first hit of the day. He is in the on-deck circle. Valley City now with a dozen hits to go along with their dozen runs. 3-1 pitch to Holm, and takes that one for a called strike, and it'll be a full count at 3-2. So 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Larimore. It'll be 12 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors for Valley City. Full count pitch. Holm late swing out of that one, and that'll be strike 3. So Holm goes down on strikes, and this will bring up James Schwer. Schwer pop out to first. A E5 that I think should have been a hit, and a hit by pitch. For James, it's kind of, you just want to see him let the hands go a little bit. Just let those hands go. That's a nasty breaking ball that started up at the shoulder tops inside and then broke over towards the inside corner. So good pitch there by Christensen to lock up Schwer. The count will start here at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And this will be Christensen stepping off the back of the mound. Don't expect Valley City would send that runner at second base unless the ball gets by the catcher. Schwer takes a rip at that one, can't make contact, and it goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. The 0-2 pitch. Schwer skies this one to shallow left field. Burns back to get it. He'll back up and make the catch for the 3rd out. So Schwer will pop out to short to end the 5th inning. Valley City tacks on 5 runs in the frame as they now lead by 8. And this will see if they send out Cole Bollinger again for another inning of work. But Valley City finally with some breathing room here as they look to close out this game. We'll be back here after this break on KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Happy Mother's Day from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family vegetables, $1.99. Our Family butter, $2.99. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $5. And boneless beef ribeye steak, only $17.99 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
New pitcher for Valley City. That's going to be Elijah Praska taking the mound. So Cole Bollinger gives Valley City 5 solid innings of work, 4 runs allowed, 8 hits allowed in the process. Struck out more than the batter per inning. And just, again, you don't need ace performances every game, but you do need someone to eat innings for you, and that's exactly what Cole Bollinger did. And got him past the halfway point. Now Elijah trying to close out the last 2 innings. Does have a nice lead to work with here as Valley City leads 12-4 on the LaRue Lockup Financial Scoreboard. And it's number 12 for Larimore and Braden Christensen starting out this top of the 6th inning. First pitch in there by Elijah for a strike. That one misses low, and the count is at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Back into the windup, will kick and fire. And that'll miss high, and the count will go to 2-1. So Elijah, the younger Praska, well, I believe might be the taller one. He's standing at 6'2". That'll run inside, and it goes to a 3-1 count. Now Luke also listed as 6'2". 3 balls, 1 strike for the freshman. That'll miss high, 4 ball 4. Christensen's going to take off and run down the first. Ultimately, Corbin back to get the ball, so Praska will walk the first man he sees. And this will bring up the top of the, will bring up the 9-hole hitter. And Stark. So Stark struck out and has popped out to the pitcher in his 2 ABs this game. Praska will dot the outside corner. It goes to 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Praska looks back the man at first base and will kick and fire. That'll be flared and foul, and the count will go to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. With nobody down here. 5-run, bottom of the 5th inning for Valley City. helped them create some space after Larimore pulled themselves within 3 runs. That'll be fouled away out of the reach of both Schwer and Powell. So remains at 0-2. Christensen has not taken off and ran from first base yet. Corbin hasn't had a chance to throw out a runner yet in this game. And Powell slides, gets a bad little hop, throw to second, not in time, scoots away, and the runner will think better of it and go back to second. Corbin had a chance that ball actually would have kept bouncing over to the right, but had English on it from the block and kind of spun and stopped, which kind of slid Corbin's momentum one way and the arms going the other. So wild pitch will make it a 1-2 count, and this will be just a foul tip. So the count will remain at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Proska. Trying to pick up that first out. And Valley City would like to keep the Polar Bears off the board to give them a chance to end it in the top half of the inning. Larimore, though, has put up some decent performances overall in these innings. Just haven't quite been able to capitalize. Valley City's done a good job of not letting innings snowball away from them. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Corbin able to get a nice block on it, and that'll be the second time Stark has struck out today. So this will bring up Baron Burns. Burns, a single and a triple, has an RBI off that triple. Flew out to center to end the 4th inning. First time he'll see Proska in this one. Proska will kick and fire. That pitch misses up, and it'll be 1-0. Warnke, the next man due up. Like I said, it's not just been one batter for the Polar Bears, although Burns has probably been their most dangerous batter. It's been kind of a prolonged kind of 1 through 7. Have been able to put really good swings on the ball at times. Proska overthrowing a little bit here, and he finds himself down in the count now at 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes in the top of the 6th inning with 1 down and a man at second base. Next pitch for Proska, right in there, right on the outside or inside corner. The count goes to 2-1. So this is a game where Valley City is letting some of the other arms get some run, and you got to know what you have when it comes tournament time. That'll miss high, and it goes to 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Proska looking in at his target. Now looks the man back to second. This will be hit into the air. Shallow right field. Coughlin makes the over-the-shoulder catch. The right fielder playing deep on that one, so the only chance you had was the second baseman. Coughlin makes a nice running catch on that one. Second good defensive play he's made. Made a nice turn off a double play earlier in the day to help Valley City kind of settle down the game a little bit. So this will bring up Levi Warnke. Warnke has not been retired yet today. E5, RBI single, and a walk. That one misses up, and the count will go to 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Case Knudsen is the next man up. He got his first hit of the day, his last time up. Proska misses off the corner that time, and it'll be 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes here. As the center fielder tries to drive in his second run of the day. Well, tries to go slider on the front door that time, but leaves it shallow. Corbin manages to block it, but now finds himself down in the count 3-0. With the 3-hole hitter due up. 3 balls, no strikes. And that'll miss high for ball 4. So second walk issued in the inning, and then it's now back-to-back walks for Warnke. So still is yet to be retired in this game. Knudsen voided the hat trick his last time up, struck out his first 2 times, and then got a single. First pitch here to the third baseman, low again. So Proska working through some control issues right now. And got to keep in mind the wind temperature out there. Still very brisk. Temperature's now down to the low 20s. That'll be in there for a strike, and that's a wind temperature strike zone. Maybe we weren't getting that call early on, but now that the temperature's at 26 degrees, yeah, you're starting to get it every once in a while. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Good job by Proska to attack the zone. So the 1-2 pitch as Proska looks to throw up a 0. It would be the 4-0 in the last 5 innings for the Valley City pitching staff. Or, excuse me, third of the last 4. And dots the outside corner, called strike 3. Proska throws up a scoreless frame. And the Valley City Bats have a chance to win it here in the bottom of the 6th. They need 2 runs. Valley City leads 12-4. Back here in a little bit on KOVC.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Larimore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Hudson Crewald coming up for Valley City. Leading off this inning, and that'll be inside for ball 1. Still going to be Christensen out there pitching for Larimore after giving up those 5 runs in the bottom half of the 5th. That's a late swing, and I'll even out the count here at a ball and a strike. So it's 9-1-2 due up. So if either Crewald or Bullinger, or excuse me, I guess that would be Elijah Praska now. If either of those two get on base, it would set up Corbin for perhaps, well, about as dramatic of an AB as you could have with the score the way it is. If either Crewald or Praska get on, that would set up Corbin Powell for a potential walk-off home run. And not only that, it would give him the cycle. And Crewald hits this one, and that's just going to be a looper to third base. Third baseman and shortstop nearly run into each other, and the third baseman boxes out his much tinier compatriot for out number 1. So Elijah Praska just subbed in to pitch, and now will get his first AB of the day. Choking up on the bat here. First pitch to Elijah Prasko will miss high. And the Gallons start off here at 1-0. I know they're both listed as 6'2". Elijah looks taller than Luke. I think there might be some manipulation going on with the height chart. Someone might have had lifts in their soles on measurement day. 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a good bit of contact, but Burns plays it on a hop. Proska's running well. The low throw gets by. So Proska able to get over to second. Slight question is whether he touched first base. He was booking it around the bag, and kind of the first baseman Gomez got in his way.
Now batting for the Highlanders, catcher number
And Gomez is going to go tie his shoe. You know, it was kind of just bang-bang play where, again, halfway sure Proska got his foot to the bag, but might have drifted. So this will bring up Corbin Powell. He represents the winning run. Again, walk-off home run here would not only win Valley City the game, but give Corbin the cycle on Senior Day. So first pitch here to Corbin Powell. And Powell hits this one to center field. That is back, and runner does not tag up. So Corbin gave it a good ride, but to the wrong part of the ball yard, and center fielder, very well aware of Corbin's reputation, was playing pretty much at the track.
Shortstop, number 11, Jack Samuelson.
So now this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Samuelson, a couple of triples in this game and a single. He's driven in 3 runs. And now Jack, if he were to hit a home run, that would also be a walk-up, but it would not be the cycle because he's got a couple of a couple of triples. Kind of one of those where you might tease him after if he does hit a home run, saying, man, if you only stumbled coming around second on one of those, you'd have yourself a cycle. Well, Samuelson will let that go off the plate, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here to the Valley City shortstop. 2 away in the frame. Samuelson scorches this one to left field, and that'll drop. So 1 run will come in and score, and it'll get by the left fielder. Samuelson gets the second, now digging for 3. And now they're going to try to score him. Oh, they put up the brakes, and Samuelson has to dive back, and he gets there with the feet first dive. Well, Seth Soderholm nearly got his man killed at third base, but Samuelson's like, don't be telling me go, 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 and then tell me to stop. Like nearly marooned him, but he's able to get Valley City within a run here. And this will bring up Andrew Sikora, so it's a double and an air for Larimore. And Sikora hits this one to first, or second, has to be played. Sikora's going to run this one out, and Valley City's going to win the game. So Valley City ends up putting across a couple of runs, and Sikora puts it in play, gets the E5 or get the E4, and Valley City will win 14-4. So a good win for Valley City as they get themselves back on track. And thank you all for tuning in today. We'll be back here in a little bit with some great music. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. For those listening over on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live, thank you all for tuning in today as well.